The Porsche 911 C4S is the reigning champion of this year's Best Drivers car, and for good reason. But that victory seems hollow without two other entrants, the Chevy Corvette Stingray Z51 and the Ferrari F12 Berlinetta. Neither of these cars were available for this year's competition, but through very strong effort, we've arranged to have all three together at once. Of course, there is quite the price disparity, as the Ferrari costs more than 4 times as much as the Corvette. So don't think of this as a standard head-to-head. Think of this as an addendum to Best Drivers car. Our first stop was Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, where Randy Pokes joined us to set lap times. So here we are with 3 of the most exciting performance cars currently available. First up is the mighty Ferrari F12 with its 731 horsepower, 6.3-liter V12, twin-clutch transmission, and its gorgeous wind tunnel and CFD-tested sheet metal. It too has a very smart traction control system on top of all the various technological advancements of a modern Ferrari. And how can we not mention that sound? So I don't know if Italy ever had a space program, but if it did, I think this engine could take them there.
Like this.
Oh my God!
The engine is the star of the Ferrari F12. I don't remember any other Ferraris sounding this much like the F1 race car. The suspension, when you turn that wheel, you can feel the car almost kind of flop over the outside. I'm talking about on the track when you're driving it hard. And a little bit is that compromise for the GT comfort and ride.
It happens a bit more suddenly. That transient stage ends way quicker than you'd expect it to.
Right.
And it can surprise you.
Yeah.
That's gotta feel good.
Were you wondering if we were going to hit one of those signs?
I was looking at that 3. It was approaching very quickly. So how do you feel about the steering? It's pretty quick, yeah?
It's very quick, very, very accurate. It's one of the parts of the Ferrari F12 that give it a race car feel.
Yes.
I'm not going to say that it has a race car feel as a whole.
Yeah.
It's a GT car.
Yes.
But man, it's got a lot of race car in it. And the steering feel is terrific. Very quick ratio, very light effort.
You really
have to lays the body right over, doesn't it?
Yeah, absolutely does. You really have to recalibrate to it after driving the Corvette and the 911 because it just responds so quickly and it's so light that you can get into situations where you need a lot of steering correction because you're used to driving other cars. The transmission too is very nice. Super responsive. It produces all those nice sounds and noises.
And it adapts constantly to what I'm doing.
Yes.
As we speed up and slow down, the transmission is switching modes to like comfort and sport.
Yeah. Here's that gear.
Yeah.
Here's what you want.
We're dealing with 700 and how many horsepower?
731 horsepower.
731.
That's a lot of power.
Like that.
On street tires, effectively. Really aggressive street tires, but street tires nonetheless.
wasn't that long ago where the Formula One cars weren't making this kind of power.
Oh my God.
It's funny, it starts to get into the power band, as you say, and then I got 2,000 RPM more. When you hear the word Ferrari, this is the exhaust note that you expect to hear.
This has all those qualities that are difficult to describe to a car. The personality, the charisma. You know, it has all those elements when you drive it, and you really get wrapped up in that emotion when you drive it. It's just so gratifying and satisfying to push on this thing because it loves it.
It's not a 458.
Yes, absolutely.
If you want the car to handle like a race car, get a 458.
Yes.
But if you want an extremely powerful and amazing and comfortable GT car like no other on earth, you need an F12. I don't love that.
Don't love that understeer.
It has a mid-corner understeer, which is put in there for stability.
Yes.
I'd prefer less of that. I really would. That's one thing in the Ferrari's handling that I would change. I'd try to get rid of some of that mid-corner understeer. Although the best way to do that is with your right foot. And that fabulous redhead V12 under the hood.
Hold. Exhibit A. B.
Yeah,
C.
100. 120.
D.
130.
Woo! There's that 3. Both the Corvette and the F12 have magnetic fluid-filled dampers, but the similarities end there. The Chevy might be the budget entrant with its pushrod 6.2-liter V8, but it isn't low-tech. Beyond its deeply impressive stability control system, it boasts an incredible level of chassis integration, from differential to suspension to its braking system. It even calculates tire pressure into the equation and adjusts the various systems accordingly. What I'm noticing in this car, though, is that the pitch and roll is a bit more pronounced than the 911.
Yes, it is.
The oversteer is a little bit easier to get into.
Yeah, it does. It has that kind of snappiness.
Yes.
That can create a little bit of fear.
Yeah.
This car does need to be driven with respect.
It is a rear drive, high torque car. It will behave like one.
Yeah, it'll break the tires loose just on pure power.
And it's a bit more serious when you drive it fast. You don't have the no fear that you do in the Porsche. This car makes you work a bit harder, I think.
It does make you work harder. In fact, I'm surprised at how free the car is.
Yes.
It has a tendency to be do a little bit of oversteer.
All the time.
Be a little bit tail happy, yeah.
And it's a lot looser on entry than the C6 was.
But it's good on exit.
Yes. Oh my God, it's great on exit. The electronically controlled differential is
That's very
always
effective.
working. Yeah.
On the exit, in other words, when you're putting the power down, leaving a corner.
Yes.